Hello, Siddhu. Siddhu, 347. Please respond. Siddhu.
సార్
సిద్ధు ఏ ఊరమ్మ ఇది?
విజయనగరం సార్.
విజయనగరం. ఓకే. అదే నిన్న నెట్వర్క్ ప్రాబ్లం అయ్యి క్లాస్ జరగలేదు. ఈరోజు కంటిన్యూ చేద్దాం.
ఓకే సార్.
ఇప్పుడే అయిందా? ఈ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ క్లాస్ ఇప్పుడే అయిందా?
ఇప్పుడే అయింది సార్ జస్ట్.
అదే ఇంకా జాయిన్ అవుతున్నారు. ఏమన్నా రెస్పాండ్ అవుతూ ఉందా? ఏమైనా అడుగుతున్నప్పుడు రెస్పాండ్ అవుతూ ఉండమ్మా.
సరే సార్.
ఓకే రైట్. మీ క్లాస్ ఇయర్ ఎవరు?
సాయిరామ్ సార్, 376.
376.
అవును సార్.
ఓకే ఓకే. అదే నువ్వు కూడా రెస్పాండ్ అవుతూ ఉండు.
సరే సార్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ. Hello, Sidhu. Sidhu.
Sir.
Did you see my screen? Industrial robotics, automation and robotics.
Yes, sir.
Please share. Okay. So my screen is already shared. Okay. Thank you, Sidhu. So good morning to all of you, my dear students. And, so this is in this class. Actually, yesterday I have to complete this this chapter, but unfortunately I did not complete this. Okay, so today I will finish this topic. So it is about automation and robotics. So how do we relate those technologies, automation technology and robotics technology? So in this class we will learn. Okay. Okay, what is automation? So yesterday, briefly I discussed about this automation. So basically, automation is the technology. So by using this technology, we can process. So we can process the industry, or so we can activate the physical event. Okay, with minimum human intervention. Okay, for example, sugar mill industry. So it is a process industry. So that process industry is automated. So with minimum human interference. Okay. So like that automation industries. So in general, we can see filling process of Coca-Cola and thumbs up bottles. Okay. So this kind of industry is fully automated with the modern technologies. Okay. And in this plant, uh, so hardly so minimum human workers are so they are doing so just they monitoring the how the bottles are filled, what is the quality of the Coca-Cola solvent and Thumbs Up solvent. Okay, so just they are monitoring. Okay, is there any trouble? So they are looking at the trouble and rectify immediately without interfering the entire process of the plant. Okay. So here, the other example of this automation, for example, if you want to draw a money from bank, so in the earlier days, I mean, in the previous, I mean, in 40 years back or 30 years back, okay, you have to go to the bank and you have to write the withdrawal form and you submit that withdrawal form to the clerk, clerk in the bank. Okay, so he processes, he check he check your account whether the money is sufficient or not, and all these process complete. If he identified your account as sufficient money, so he sanctioned to draw the money. Okay, so this entire process, drawing drawing of money from the bank, so it is automated with the ATM centers. Okay, so it is just if you enter the ATM center, so just you put the your debit card into that machine, anytime machine. Okay, so he do all the work which is done by the bank clerk. Okay. Okay, so this is So this is also a best example for the automation. Okay, ATM center. So in automation, majorly it works on the control system. So control system is a basic system in this automation technology. So what is it do? What is it do? Okay, a controller. So it actually compares a measured value of process with a desired set value. And also it processes the resulting error signal by changing some input to the process in such a way that the process works at its set value in spite of its disturbances. So for example, so what is the function of controller system? Okay, so for example, see if you consider the speed control of your vehicle. For example, if you want to drive a bike, so you want to drive that bike with a speed of 100 km or 80 km. So that is your the desired speed of the bike. Okay. So you set that value as a desired value. Okay. So that desired value you put into the controller as input. So the controller will operate the throttle unit. So this is throttle unit, which is a fuel supply unit. So it regulates the fuel. Okay, so that fuel, this throttle unit, it sends the fuel to the engine and gearbox. So here at the engine, according to the fuel input to the engine, so the speed of the engine will increase or decrease. Okay, so the speed which comes out from the engine, it is actual speed. It is actual speed. Okay, so this actual speed, when it compares with the desired speed, if it is still lower than the desired speed, we need to intimate that you need to inform that actual speed to the controller. Okay, through the speed sensor, you send that actual speed to the controller. So if there is a difference, desired speed to the actual speed, so that error it is given to the controller. It is given to the controller as input. So again, the controller, according to that error, so it always tries to, this controller, it always tries to reduce that error to 0. Okay. So the controller, again, it sends to the, it controls the throttle unit. So the throttle unit, it sends the fuel. So again, so this process continues up to the error is 0. Okay. So when error is 0, so that means the actual speed is equal to the desired speed. Okay. So this is this process. It is entirely it is so the action of controller. It is the part of action of the controller in automation. Okay. So there are different kinds of controllers which are available in the market. Such controllers are axis controller system. Axis control system, you can see. So our biometric system in our college, we have biometric. We have biometric systems. We have also biometric system for getting Jagannath Vidya Devana. So identification systems are axis control systems. Okay. So similarly, so there are flow controllers, level controllers, pressure controllers. So these flow controllers, level controllers, and pressure controllers, which are used in which are used in hydraulic and pneumatic systems. Flow controllers, level controllers, and pressure controllers, which are used in hydraulic and pneumatic power systems. Okay, and there is important controller system is programmable logic controllers. So this controller, which is very essential in the electrical applications. Okay, so PLC, it is simply called as PLC. Okay, and there is universal process controllers or temperature controllers. Okay, and there are PI controllers. PI means proportionate integral controllers. PD controllers, proportionate differential controllers. PID, proportionate integral and differential controllers. Okay, so these are the different kinds of controllers, so which are used in automation. Okay, and their features. So their features which vary by controller type to controller method. So method to method, type of controller to type of controller. So their features are different. Okay, and among all the features, so some of the features are common, which are known as auto tuning. Auto tuning is one feature is common to all controllers, and alarms, and explosion proof, etc., which are common all controllers. Okay. So next, so applications of automation. Okay, so many applications. Coca-Cola filling bottles, and thumbs up bottles, and ATM centers, and ATM center, biometric machines. So all are automation applications. So apart from that, so here are some applications. Okay. So in various applications, various controller systems are used. So these controller systems, which are operating the different kinds of equipments in the automation. Such equipments are machineries, so lathe machines, milling machines, okay, etc., and electrical motors, okay, machineries, and processes in factories, okay. So sugar factory is one of the processing industry, and Coca-Cola thumbs up plant is also a processing industry, and boilers and heat treating ovens. Okay, so at boilers, so we are using the automation, and heat treating ovens. Okay, in steel plant, so there are Coca-Cola furnace. There are steel melting furnaces. Okay, where human cannot work because there are high temperatures. At high temperatures, so human cannot withstand as a human. Okay, cannot bear that heat. So in such applications, automation is used, and switching on telephone networks. Okay, so Geo networks, Airtel networks. So they are using different kinds of automations, and steering of ships. Steering and stabilization of ships is automation, and aircraft and other applications are also automation, comes under our automation applications. So vehicles, especially space vehicles, which are having human intervention is very less. Okay. So these are the prominent applications in automation. Okay, you will see after 5 years or 6 years. So driverless cars will also become also comes to the will be on board in future. Okay, without driving, you can travel in a car. So that much of automation will be in future. Okay, so automation. So how it is achieved? How is it achieved? Okay, so automation, it is a technology. In this technology, so there are so group of devices. So there are group of devices which are acted as an automation. So such devices are including mechanical devices, hydraulic and pneumatic devices, electrical and electronic devices, and also computers. So together of these all devices, so automation can be achieved. Okay. So for example, all complicated systems. Okay, aeroplane is a complicated system. So in which there are number of devices, mechanical, hydraulic, electrical, electronics, so on, computers. Okay, and what modern factories. Okay, and ships. Okay, so in these systems, so we actually use all these combined techniques and all these combined devices. Okay, so modern factories. So recently, or 1 year back, so I read one article in a paper or in a magazine. Okay, I read in that article. So it is about a modern factory. Okay, it is located in Pune, Maharashtra state. Okay, so the specialty of this modern factory is, okay, there is no human works inside the factory. So there are machines which are connected in a sequential order. Okay, according to the job, according to the component you need to require. Okay, so the human, so what we do in daytime, that labor comes to industry. So just we putting the raw material at the one end of the factory. Okay, so that raw material throughout the night, that raw material is converted into the finished product. So without human activation in this factory. So that is fully automated factory. It is located in Pune. Okay, so that kind of automation factories are available in India also. Okay, and so now, so how do we relate the automation with the robotics? Okay, actually, automation and robotics, so they are two closely related technologies. Closely related technologies. Okay, so in industrial point of view, automation we define as a technology. Such technologies are, so the first one, transfer lines. Okay, so transfer lines, what is transfer line? It is a manufacturing system. Transfer line is a manufacturing system. It consists a predefined sequence of machines. Okay, it consists a sequence of machines which are connected by an automated material handling system. Automated material handling system. It is like the plant which is located in Pune. Automated material handling system, and designed for, so that such a transfer line is designed for producing a very small family of parts. Okay, so transfer line is a fully automated manufacturing industry. Okay, and an example is flexible transfer lines. So in these flexible transfer lines, so there are production systems which are arranged in a sequential order and connected to the automated material handling system. So these systems are Ingersoll production systems. So these machines are Ingersoll production systems. Okay. So there are other technologies, automation technologies, mechanized assembly machines, feedback control systems, which are in process industries, applied to industrial processes. And there are automation technologies, numerical control and computer numerical control machine tools are also comes under automation. And robotics also comes under automation. But so it is robotics, it is one form of industrial automation. Okay, robotics is one form of industrial automation. Okay, so that robotics in the manufacturing sector, we call it as a industrial robotics. Industrial robotics. So what is that industrial robot? So this figure, it is actually a industrial robot. It is, you see, it is just like our human arm. It is just like our human arm. So if you look at the base of this robot, it is shoulder of the human. It is shoulder of the human, and so this part is the hand. So this part is the forearm, and this part is uh, the grip. I mean wrist. So this part is wrist. Okay, this part is wrist, and this part, and compared to human, is a finger. It is like finger. So technically, it is called gripper. But now I compare this industrial robot with the human arm, human hand. Okay, human hand. So this forearm, this is hand, this is shoulder. Okay. So how do we define this industrial robot? So it is defined as it is a reprogrammable multifunctional manipulator. It is a reprogrammable multifunctional manipulator. So which is designed to move materials from one place to the other place, parts, tools, and special devices. So through variable programmed motions, only programmed motions. So there is no human to drive this robot, to drive this robot. So there is compulsory a programmed motion should be designed to this industrial robot. Okay, through variable programmed motion. So for the performance of variety of tasks. Okay, so once again, let us see definition of this industrial robot. It is industrial robot is a reprogrammable multifunctional manipulator, which is designed to move materials, parts, tools, and special devices from one place to the other place through variable programmed motions for the performance of variety of tasks. Okay, so for example, say in automobile industry, so building of a car, building of cars. So industrial robots which are placed in a sequential order. So this is actually assembling section of assembling section in automobile sector or manufacturing sector. Okay, so in this assembling of car, so there are several industrial robots which are in a sequential manner, which are arranged in a sequential manner. Okay, so each robot will act as okay. So each robot performs at particular task. So, for example, it has to do welding. So welding operation on a particular part of the car. So that robot it performs only welding. When the body comes to near to that robot, so that robot just performs welding at that particular portion of the body of car. Okay. So like this. Okay, so this is briefly about how do we relate the automation and robotics. Okay. Okay, so in this class, we have discussed about what is automation, what is the system in automation mainly used, what are the applications of automation, what are the applications of automation, what is the example of controller, what are the different types of controllers, and how it is achieved automation. Okay, what are the different devices which are used in automation, and so relate how to relate the automation and robotics. Okay, robotics is so it is a one form of the automation technology. So, so that robotics in industrial industry, it is called as industrial robotics. Okay, so the definition of industrial robotics. Okay. Okay, so this is about briefly about industrial robot and automation. So in next class, I will discuss how to relate the automation, robotics and CAD/CAM. So you know what is CAD and what is CAM? So computer-aided design and computer-aided manufacturing. So that CAD/CAM it's related how it is related to the robotics. We will discuss in the next class. Okay, so if you have any doubts so regarding this topic, please ask me. Sidhu, do you have any doubts? Sidhu. Sidhu, please respond. Or else, who is class here? Class here, Sairam, number 76. Emma, so respond anyone? Hello, please respond anyone. No, sorry for okay. So I muted all. Okay. So now you can unmute yourself and please ask your doubts. Sidhu? No, sir. Okay.
No.
Okay, please ask any doubts. In general, you ask any doubts. అమ్మా మీరు మాట్లాడకపోతే ఎట్లాగా మాట్లాడితేనే మీకు నా గురించి మీకు తెలుస్తుంది మీ గురించి నాకు తెలుస్తుంది ఓకే జనరల్గా మాట్లాడదాం సో మీ ఇటువంటి యాటిట్యూడ్తో మీరు ఉండకూడదండి సో ఏదో ఒకటి రైట్ ఆర్ రాంగ్ మీరు అడగవలసిన డౌట్ అడగండి ఓకే అండి అలా కామ్గా ఉంటే మరి బాగోదు ఓకేనా సో ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఏంటంటే నేను ఒక స్మాల్ స్టోరీ అంటే స్టోరీ కాదు రియల్గా జరిగింది అది ఎక్కడో కాదు మా రిలేటివ్స్ ఫ్యామిలీస్లోనే ఏంటంటే ఒక అబ్బాయి ఇంటర్మీడియట్ దాకా బాగా చదివాడు బాగా చదివి ఎంసెట్ ర్యాంక్ మంచి ర్యాంక్ వచ్చింది సో మంచి కాలేజీలో జాయిన్ అయ్యాడు మంచి కాలేజీ సీట్ వచ్చింది అది వద్దనుకుని ఎక్కడో అవుట్ ఆఫ్ స్టేట్లో అతన్ని ఇంజనీరింగ్ జాయిన్ చేశాడు సో అక్కడికి వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత 4 years వాడు వెళ్తున్నాడు వస్తున్నాడు చదువుతున్నాడు అని అనుకుంటున్నాడు. సో 4 years కంప్లీట్ అయిపోయింది. సో 4 years కంప్లీట్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఇంటికి వచ్చిన తర్వాత డిగ్రీ వచ్చేసిందంటే వచ్చేసింది, కంప్లీట్ అయిపోయింది, బీటెక్ అయిపోయింది, కంప్లీట్ అయిపోయింది. నేను హైదరాబాద్ వెళ్ళి జాబ్ చేసుకుంటానని చెప్పి హైదరాబాద్ జాబ్ కని వెళ్ళాడు. సో వీళ్ళు ఏమనుకున్నారు, ఇంటికాడ ఓకే చదువు కంప్లీట్ అయిపోయింది, జాబ్ చేసుకుంటాకి వెళ్ళాడు, హైదరాబాద్లో ఉంటున్నాడు అని అనుకున్నారు. కానీ హైదరాబాద్లో ఇప్పుడు ఏదన్నా డిగ్రీ కంప్లీట్ అయితే ఆ సర్టిఫికేట్ ఉంటే ఎవడొకటి జాబ్ ఇస్తాడు. వీడికి డిగ్రీ కంప్లీట్ కాలేదు, కంప్లీట్ కాకుండా కంప్లీట్ అయిపోయిందని చెప్పి అట్లాగా అబద్ధమాడి వెళ్ళాడు హైదరాబాద్. సో హైదరాబాద్ అక్కడ 2 years 3 years గడిచింది. సో ఒక 6 monthsకి అయిన తర్వాత ఏదో జాబ్ వచ్చిందని చెప్పి ఆ జాబ్ చేస్తున్నానని చెప్పి, అది కూడా ఫేకే, జాబ్ లేదు ఏమీ లేదు. బట్ ఇంటికాడి నుంచి ఎంతో కొంత మనీ అడుగుతూ పట్టుకెళ్ళేవాడు. తర్వాత దుబాయ్ వెళ్తున్నా అని చెప్పి ఎన్నో లక్షలు తీసుకెళ్ళాడు. అలాగే నెక్స్ట్ అక్కడ కూడా హైదరాబాద్లో తెలిసిన వాళ్ళ దగ్గర నుంచి, ఫ్రెండ్స్ దగ్గర నుంచి అప్పులు చేయడం. మరి జాబ్ లేకుండా జాబ్ ఉందని చెప్పి మరి శాలరీ వస్తుంది కదా, ఇన్ని డబ్బులని, ఇంకా డబ్బులు అడిగితే శాలరీ వస్తుంది కదా అంటారు కదా అని చెప్పి అక్కడ అప్పులు చేయడం. ఇట్లా మొత్తం మీద పేరెంట్స్ని మోసం చేసేది. మరి ఎప్పుడొకప్పుడు బయటపడుతుందిగా, అలాగే బయటపడింది. సో తీరా తెలిసేసరికి వాళ్ళ పేరెంట్స్ సో ఒకటే ఎంత బాధపడతారు అది మీకు తెలుసు. ఊహించుకుంటే పేరెంట్స్ ఎంత బాధపడతారు అన్నది మీకు అది అర్థమవుతుందని అనుకుంటున్నాను. ఓకే అండి, మనం చదువుకునే దశలో మిమ్మల్ని చదువుకు పంపినప్పుడు, మీ పేరెంట్స్ ఇక్కడికి చదువుకుంటానికి పంపినప్పుడు వాళ్ళు ఎన్నో హోప్స్తో పంపుతూ ఉంటారు. సో ఆ హోప్స్ని మీరు నిలబెట్టగలగాలి, అంతేగాని అవి వాళ్ళు మోసం చేసేటట్టు ఉండకూడదు. ఓకేనా? సో నేను చెప్పిన మాటలు విన్నారని నేను అనుకుంటున్నాను. సో అటువంటి యాటిట్యూడ్ మానుకొని, సో అందరూ ఇక్కడికి ఎందుకు వచ్చాం, ఆ పర్పస్ ఏంటి, ఆ పర్పస్ని ఎంతవరకు మనం ఫీల్ చేస్తున్నాం అన్నది మీలో మీరు రియలైజ్ అయ్యి సో జాగ్రత్తగా చదువుకుంటారని నేను ఆశిస్తున్నాను. ఓకే అండి. సో మిమ్మల్ని మీరు మోసం చేసుకోవద్దు, అలాగే మిమ్మల్ని మీరు మోసం చేసుకుంటూ మీ పేరెంట్స్ని మోసం చేయొద్దు. ఓకేనా? సో ఈరోజు 44 members ప్రజెంట్ అయ్యారు. సో లాస్ట్ క్లాస్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ 63 అట్లా ప్రజెంట్ అయ్యారు. అండ్ మేబీ సప్లిమెంటరీ ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఉన్నాయా సిద్ధు?
ఎస్ సార్.
సప్లిమెంటరీ వెళ్ళడం వలన ఆబ్సెంట్ అయ్యారా?
అవును సార్.
సో ఎనీవే, సో అందరూ జాగ్రత్తగా చదువుకోండి అమ్మా. చదువుకుంటే మంచి భవిష్యత్తు ఉంటుంది. అంటే ఆపర్చునిటీస్, మెకానికల్లో ఆపర్చునిటీస్ ఉన్నాయి, లేవని కాదు. కాకపోతే సాఫ్ట్వేర్ జాబ్స్తో కంపేర్ చేస్తే పే అన్నది, అంటే శాలరీస్ అన్నవి తక్కువ ఉండొచ్చు, కానీ ఆపర్చునిటీస్ అయితే మెకానికల్ జాబ్స్ ఉన్నాయి, బోలెడన్ని ఉన్నాయి. కాకపోతే అది రైట్ డైరెక్షన్లో మీరు ఇప్పుడే మీరు మీ కెరీర్ని బిల్డ్ చేసుకోగలిగితే అది మంచి, మీరు అనుకున్న ఫీల్డ్లో మీరు అనుకున్న జాబ్ వస్తుంది. అది ప్లాన్ చేసుకోండి ఇప్పటి నుంచి. ఓకే. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్లో మళ్ళీ కలుద్దాం. సో ఈ రోజుకి ఈ క్లాసు ఇంతతో ఆఫ్ చేస్తున్నాను. ఓకే, సో థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. ఐఎమ్ లీవింగ్ ద మీటింగ్.